In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, y'all. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I still haven't got my garlic from the last spiritual Sunday. I have to get it this weekend. I'm going to be burning the skins. Burn the skins, burn the whole garlic. I don't care. Do what it takes. Hi. I know I've been like sporadic, but bear with me. Things are changing, and making sure I have the right energy to come and work with you guys is so important. So bear with me. Um, I do want to say that I'm truly learning happy again after my sister has passed. It's been, you know, it's been breathable moments, but now finally, like you can always tell when depression is leaving because you hold on to that feeling of loss. You hold on to it. Which is why a lot of us have problems with relationships because we're holding on to that feeling of loss. If I can't feel this, the loss, then am I somebody? When the whole objective, whether it's someone above ground or below ground, the whole objective is to release that feeling of loss, to trust the process. and to understand that everything is a Kuda Matata, right? And you don't have to like get it, right? Nobody asks you to understand loss, right? I don't think there's anything in the Bible that says you need to understand loss. Nothing is like a directional opinion or placement to teach us when something has to go away. What we can learn to do is respect the loss. So I respect that my sister had to go. I respect that by way of God, not by way of my sister, which is two different things. I respect that her timing was predestined. And it's not my fault if I didn't read the signs, right? Same thing with above ground loss, right? Loss of an animal, loss of a loved one. And it doesn't have to be, you know, below ground. It could be somebody just walking away. Like I lost my ex-husband and he moved right across the street from me. And I had to learn to live with that because he made it seem like I was the problem when he moved right across the street from me. So I learned to figure out one, the games, and two, I had to learn to deal with loss and new life. And I had to deal with new life based upon what I no longer had, right? And watch him flourish. He got a new girlfriend, a baby, everything. And I had to witness all of that living right across the street from me. And I had to figure out he's just a motherfucker. He's just a jackass. And the best thing I could do is to continue to live my life, regardless of what he was trying to show me. Look, you could have all of this. He never said that. Look, I found a better woman than you. He never said that. But he showed it. All right. And so I just had to learn to move beyond all the clownery that was being shown to me, all the jumping up and down. Like there's a card in a deck called the Fool. And in some decks, the Fool is on a checkerboard. The floor is a checkerboard. And so it bounces around like this. Ha ha, look at me, look what I got. You don't have this, da 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 da. And I had to allow that energy to work its way into like just work its way into allowance. Like I didn't fight the energy. I didn't fight his new life. I didn't fight my loss. And by the way, it was financial loss because he made money. So I was losing big time. But what I'm trying to say is at some point you learn to deal, not fight the energy of anger, of who the fuck are you? I'll fight you. I'll unalive you. Like none of that was worth it. In the long haul, my son needed his dad. And let me tell you something. I got some crazy family members. That's why I don't trust them to this day. And story time. I got some crazy family members, and they did not like him. I never really told him they didn't like him because why should I? Like, that's not my job to be like, and my family doesn't like you, but they never really liked him. He was a jackass. But in any case, my family called a family meeting. Child. And they said that they were planning to unalive him. This is a true story. And it said the way they would do it is my cousin Johnny, who was dying of AIDS, he would do it because he was dying anyways. So it would be the perfect plan, perfect, whatever, whatever. And that's that. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers like this. Now imagine being in your young 20s. And I'm looking at them like this. A whole family. Except my dad. He wasn't a part of this. This was my mom's side of the family. Because they're crazy. They're like the mafia, but like crazier. And I'm looking at them like this. Not like, it was like, I can't believe you guys, one, have been talking about this without me, and two, you've already decided to unlock. I said, oh my God. So I said to them, don't. And they started arguing with me. And so I started pleading with them. Like, my husband doesn't know this to this day. Not that he should know this, but it's like, man, you don't know. You really don't know. Your daughter would not be here. Your grandchild would not be here if my family had done what they thought was love for me. My family's crazy, right? So I said, no. They started arguing with me. No. Like, that was something I was supposed to go along with? What? So I started like that frantic voice and getting like more expressive, like the frantic voice, like, do not do this. Leave him alone. Like, that's my son's father. That's what I kept saying. Like, that's my son's father. That's my son's father. You don't do that, right? My aunt says to me, you still love him. At that point, I was like, okay, if that's the only thing that can back you up, you all back out, then I just have to be like, okay, that's the only thing that worked. Me admitting, which I really didn't admit, but I just kind of like let it live, that I still loved him was the reason he lived. And now my cousin, God bless his soul, died anyway. Now just imagine this. Imagine for my lifetime having something over my head that everybody knew that I co-signed on this unalivement. Imagine that being over your head for the rest of your life. Not happening. Not happening. So, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because sometimes you could have negative energy over you because of situations like this. Like, this was extreme, but I had to do some salt magic to like block their energy. Love you, you're blocked. I'll be at the next barbecue, you're blocked. I will talk to you on the phone, but your energy is blocked. And that includes anybody that thought it was okay to participate in that conversation with me. And that includes my own mom. My own mom, her sister. I don't even know who else was there. Your energy got blocked. Like, energetically, you all had to not come to me again with shit like that. And they never did. It was a one time event. I eradicated that kind of energy, and boom. I'm not that generation of unalivers, which I don't know. Maybe my family's like the mafia. Seriously. I don't need that karma. So, with that being said, we are going to talk about what? Salt magic. Where's my salt? I thought I had some sea salt here. There's all kinds of salt, by the way. I do want to encourage you to stop eating table salt. Matt! Hi, Matt! Oh, how you doing? Oh, didn't you have a loss recently, Matt? Talking about losses, didn't you just have a loss? Oh, One Deep says, oh, let me push this down. One Deep says, I went through the same thing, Tracy. My first twin cousin wanted to unalive an ex back then. Today, both of them are deceased. Mm. I knew it. I saw it. I'm so sorry for your loss. So this is a good talk that we're having about losses, and take your time at what loss feels like to you. But also, when someone goes to the other side, revelations begin to show up. Like, there are things that are going to be like, wait, what do you mean? I always thought this, and now I'm finding out something different. A lot of revelations will come through. But also, because I believe in this woman so much, if you ever want to talk to your dad, Matt, this is the safest medium in town. She is amazing. She is amazing. I trained under her. I love her dearly. I go to her for myself. All right. Hi, Sissy. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Incognito. Hi, Tracy and Chad. Ponytail is looking super cute. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Naja. Hi, Nunny Bees. That's so cute. What a cute name. Get your garlic, child, and look at the garlic video. I have a garlic video out there. Look at that. Hi, Miss Tracy. I'm so happy I got to see you smile. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hmm. Noel, I missed you these last few days. Yes, things are changing around me, which means my energy is changing. And so I had just really have to figure out um, how to organize my readings and my energy. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm thinking Mondays and Fridays are no longer accessible to do readings. Fridays might be better. Mondays is completely out. I'm exhausted by Monday. So Friday is a lot easier, but only in the afternoon. So anytime after 2 p.m. Eastern. And I can get two readings out. That means maybe something like this or a horoscope reading, and then a fun reading for the evening. Saturday, Sunday, it just depends. Energy is heavy now. Remember, I told you, no up. I'm doing hard labor now. By Monday, I'm at the end of my hard labor, and that's where my age kicks in by Monday, the age of my body. So, although I do call myself Ethiopian age, so I am 56 Ethiopian. That's what we're doing now. Because now I get it. I get a lot now. I am not 63. I am 56 because I'm going by my African age, which is more the original than the Gregorian calendar that we follow, which ages us. So I'm no longer allowing myself to be aged anymore. And so I'm going by the Ethiopian calendar. So now I am 56 years old. And it makes more sense. I feel 56. My body feels 63. It really does. But I also don't exercise enough. Okay, enough about me. Anywho, um, so I can guarantee readings Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's what I'm saying. I can guarantee readings those days. And if I don't stress myself out so much, then I don't exhaust myself. Like last night was a Tuesday. really, really wanted to do this reading last night, and I exhausted myself to the point where I passed out on the sofa. I was like, I got to do the reading, got to do the reading. Oh, passed out. You need your rest. Thank you. Brown Sugar says, thank you. I'm going to use her services. Oh, really? Please call her. She's amazing. I had a dream about my sister the other night. I told her I missed her being here on this side with me. But I'm going to live my life to the fullest. You know what you should say to your sister? You should say, come with me while I live my life to the fullest. She will be jamming with you on the other side. Hi, Nikki Delgado Hernandez. How are you? I haven't seen you in a few readings. That's what I tell my sister. I'm like, come rock with me. Come do this. We want to do this together. And that's nice. Or I might go to the beach. I'd be like, Tone, let's go to the beach together. All right, we got some videos to show. Now, remember, I am not trying to teach y'all advanced work. I'm trying to get y'all in the game. I'm trying to get y'all to reset your energy. I'm trying to get y'all to believe that if you're stuck or stagnant, these are simple tools that will make a huge difference in your life. Also, magic takes time. No one learned their ABCs overnight. All right? When you do magic, the way it should be done is on yourself, not on anyone else, on yourself. And then you do it over and over and over and over. And then the magic begins to flare out, go get what they need, bring it back to you. And you're not gonna remember. When something good happens, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that check came through. Thank you, God. But you're not gonna remember that you put your energy into it. All right. So let's look at some different types of magic. I'm gonna choose this one first. I like animated stuff. Let me take you down. Hi, Ada. How are you? Ada. Oh, wow. I am so, so sorry. Oh, what's his prognosis? I am so sorry. Everyone, let's just pray for Nikki's husband. May God so will Nikki's husband to come out of life support and to live again. May God so will Nikki the strength to deal with everything that she is dealing with her husband. May God so will Nikki, his family, her family, if they have any children, to understand the process. We don't have to like it. We just need to know that God is in control. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. Bless her husband's body and will to live. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh. All right, sweetie. If they say you should start making arrangements, start making arrangements. Do not be in denial. Okay? That's their way of saying to start making arrangements. Okay? So start the process, gather your family together, and start the process. Start making some phone calls. Okay? And see what type of final arrangements you can take care of. So it's very, very healthy. Funeral arrangement people are very good at their job, very supportive. And at the very least, you can have some conversations with them, let them tell you what the process looks like, what the cost looks like, and from there, start allowing yourself the road to taking care of him right now. Don't forget to talk to him when you go to the hospital to see him. He can hear. He can hear everything. So tell if he has children, if his parents are still alive, you're there. Tell them to very freely talk. He can hear. That's the one thing I can tell you about the stages. All right. The stage is that his soul is on ground level. He can hear. So talk to him. Okay. Okay. All right, sweetie. I wish you well with that. Hi, Siobhan. All right, let's get this salt thing started right now. Oh, wait, Siobhan. That's how I wound up seeing your comment because I went to take it out and I was like, no, no.
I'm salt. Think I'm just for food? Then listen. 4 times a year, sprinkle me at the threshold. I'll absorb what shouldn't enter your home. On Fridays, fill the salt shaker to the brim. After payday, sprinkle salt on your money. I love order. Money does too.
Carry me in your left pocket. I'll quietly attract luck. I don't shout or sparkle. But luck needs a reason to stay close.
Rub salt on palms. Rinse with water. Say aloud, salt and water wash away illnesses, sorrows, and darkness.
I'm simple salt. But with clear purpose, I make life easier. Save and share this secret. And don't forget.
Do you want videos like this for your business? Message me on Telegram. We'll pick the right format and make it for your product.
I'm salt. Think I'm just for food? Then listen. 4 times a year, sprinkle me at the threshold. I'll absorb what shouldn't enter your home. On Fridays, fill the salt shaker to the brim. After payday, sprinkle salt on your money. I love order. Money does too.
Carry me in your left pocket. I'll quietly attract luck. I don't shout or sparkle. But luck needs a reason to stay close.
Rub salt on palms. Rinse with water. Say aloud, salt and water wash away illnesses, sorrows, and darkness.
I'm simple salt. But with clear purpose, I make life easier. Save and share this secret. And don't forget.
All right, let's go back up.
Burning candles, saging, yoga, that's all great, fine, dandy. But I tell you right now, bookmark this. You want to get evil energy off of you? Get in that book. You know which one I'm talking about. The good book. That one. Psalms 140 verses 7 through 9. Say it every single morning when you open your eyes. Anytime you feel a negative energy, recite it. Anytime you feel like something needs to be revealed or something is on your spirit, recite it. Do it for a week straight. And I guarantee your life is going to change. Watch who God reveals to be your opposition. Watch who he snatch up out of your life. Don't say I ain't never tell y'all nothing. Good night.
Good night. All right, so Psalm 140, 7 through 9 is a prayer for protection against enemies, acknowledging God as the strength of my salvation, who covered my head in the day of battle. Let's read it. This is from the NIV Bible, 7 through 9. Dear Lord, my strong deliverer, you shield my head in the day of battle. Do not grant the wicked their desires. Lord, do not let their plans succeed. Those who surround me proudly rear their heads. May the mistress of their lips, may the mischief of their lips engulf them. Now, some of the Psalms, I have gone through all the Psalms, child. Some of those Psalms, you could practically unalive people because some of those Psalms are strong. Like some of the Psalms, I'm like, Lord, is this what you meant? Yeah, but that's what the Lord meant. He knows what he's doing. All right. So this one is better. It's like whatever their lips say about you, may it come to them. That's why I don't wish nobody no bad luck, child. Even if I hate you, I don't wish you no bad luck. And the reason why I don't wish I'm different because I'm in the spiritual world. The reason why I don't wish anyone no bad luck, loss of their job, I don't care if they are attacking me, I don't care, is because you don't know who God is protecting. You don't know who God is protecting. You don't know why God preserves someone in a particular high position. You don't know God's plan. You don't know when someone is like trying to break up your marriage and you want to do some dark magic. You don't know if they are protected by God, even if they're doing bad. The Bible, especially the first half of the Bible, is full of bad people. They've been in jail. They cheated. They did prophecy with don't do prophecy. All throughout the Bible. What? And God will use the most awful characters in society at that time and make them heroes. All right. Anywho, y'all better be careful. Hi, Carlito. Oh, I love that, Siobhan. Yes, save this video. That's so true. They can hear you. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, because they really can. They really can hear you. That when someone's transitioning over, they don't just go. They will sit with their own bodies. They will watch you come and go. They will watch you talk to them. So, yeah. And they will visit you. They will come visit you. Like my sister died in California. I was in St. Croix. She would have made a beeline to me. And then they come in your dreams trying to, let you know, like I'm leaving or I love you or something like that. It can be a beautiful process. It really can. Our grief doesn't allow it to be beautiful. But the whole process, the way God has designed it, not what caused it, which can vary, but the act of removing the soul can be so beautiful. Like God has made sure that the soul is taken care of before they I'm going to cry now. Before they transition. And God makes sure that you're taken care of. So, Nikki, when you're allowed to have a stretch of time to say goodbye, you are more blessed than I. You understand? When you have the opportunity to finish this above ground and be able to say, I love you, goodbye, that's a blessing. That's a real blessing. I never got that blessing. So I had to go on everything I've ever provided for my sister as the act of love that I showed her, but I didn't get the final ending. I would give anything to have that final ending with her. So the way God designed it is beautiful. So I want you to take advantage of the beauty in depth. Take advantage of this time and organize what you have to say about him in a loving way. Talk to him, let him know if you do pass, which I prefer that you would say, but if you do, this is what I want to say about you, and read his own obituary to him. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, huh? Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about, Tanya. I was able to take care of my mom before she passed. I pampered her, I painted her toes, and it was nice. See? It makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. But to be honest with you all, I'm not surprised I didn't get to see my sister pass. I have never, ever seen a family member pass. My brother passed, never saw it. My dad passed, wasn't there. My mom passed, we were all eating at a restaurant. I have never seen anyone pass. So maybe that's for me. I don't know. Maybe that was, not seeing that process could be my protection too, I don't know. All right. Let's get back to salt magic, child. We are being emotional today.
But it was a strong anchor. They do that to anybody. Anybody will do you anything. They don't like you sometimes, they'll do you that. They'll harm you with that. With aristocrat. Make your mind go all.
Okay, so I'm going to give y'all a tutorial on how to do this. So you're going to first have your Bible, of course. You're going to have it to Psalms, preferably Psalms 91, God our protector, okay? Then you're going to take the salt, okay? You're going to put the salt in your hand, okay? Then you're going to take the vinegar, okay? You're going to put the vinegar in your hands. And you're going to rub it into a paste. Make sure you rub both sides of your hands, all over your hands. And you're going to say that prayer from Psalms while you're doing this, okay? And you're going to rub your hands with it 3 times. Put the salt and the vinegar on your hands 3 times and rub it while you say that prayer. Okay, then you're going to take your hands and you're going to breathe into it. In through your nose and out through your mouth. When you breathe into it, it's going to be strong. The stronger it smells, the more you cough, the more you need to keep breathing until you don't cough. Then you're going to wash your hands.
Now, I do have this theory about washing my hands with salt. I'm already getting old. My hands are already getting crackled and wrinkled. So I don't, one time with the salt and vinegar, because it's very harsh materials, right? I'm not a fan of driving myself crazy. I will do it one time. Here, I would also go up here. I would rinse with water. I would do it again, salt, vinegar. This time, I'm only doing the palms of my hands. I rinse with the water. The third time, salt, vinegar, rub it, rinse it off. Now, we all have cell phones, we all have TVs. I would not drive myself crazy trying to memorize any of the Psalms. I would play it on my phone or on my TV while I do this ritual. All right. Let's say it's the Lord is shepherd, because that's the one I know by heart. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He shall maketh me lie down in green pastures. I wouldn't say it, right? Because life is too hard. But it's in your phone, so just play it and do the ritual. Boom, same thing. Psalm 91 is the most protective, most popular psalm for protection. That's what I meant to say. Aw, I love that. When my dad died, I was able to do everything possible. I didn't see him pass. I think that might be some protection with not, why is somebody going the wrong way? With not seeing someone pass. I think so. Get your psalm books. Get your psalm books from Amazon. In the back of the psalm book, which I don't have in front of me because I really don't care right now, everything that you want to pray about, they have a category for it. That's why I like that particular psalm book. Next video.
Let me put you on game real quick. Vinegar and salt ain't just for cooking, it's spiritual warfare. When you rub vinegar and salt on your hands, you're cleansing off negativity, gossip, jealousy, and stagnant energy. You're breaking ties with low vibrations and people who mean you no good. Salt purifies, vinegar cuts and clears. Together, it's like a spiritual detox for your hands. So the next time you feel off or heavy, go to the kitchen, get you some vinegar and salt, rub it in, pray over yourself, and release what ain't yours to carry. Period. Oh yeah, rub some on the back of your neck too.
Time. I didn't mean to have myself in the background. I'm so sorry. Was it this one?
Let me put you on game real quick. Vinegar and salt ain't just for cooking, it's spiritual warfare. When you rub vinegar and salt on your hands, you're cleansing off negativity, gossip, jealousy, and stagnant energy. You're breaking ties with low vibrations and people who mean you no good. Salt purifies, vinegar cuts and clears. Together, it's like a spiritual detox for your hands. So the next time you feel off or heavy, go to the kitchen, get you some vinegar and salt, rub it in, pray over yourself, and release what ain't yours to carry. Period. Oh yeah, rub some on the back of your neck too.
Also, if you're stepping into a new place, bring salt. Don't use it. Just bring it. In fact, you shouldn't even step into a new place without, this is from your ancestors, without a Bible in one hand and salt in the other. Dead ass. Dead ass. You don't walk into a new place without salt. Open the salt. Put it away, open, way up top. Forget about it and never, ever use it. I don't care if you ran out of salt and like, oh, I got my spiritual salt here. Do not use it. Your spiritual salt is taking out negativity, and you just leave it there and you forget about it. Now, you could leave it there for about a year, but my theory is that's way too long. You don't touch it, you don't shake it, you just leave it. Every major cleaning. So if you're a New Year's cleaning person, change the salt. I'm a New Year's cleaning person, and then I'm a summer cleaning person. So I will clean just before summer in the spring. And then I won't do it again until it's the New Year's time, the Christmas New Year's time. Now, the Christmas New Year's time could be before Thanksgiving in November. But since I don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore, it's not that big of a deal. But when I had people coming over, then you did that big cleaning because you want to make sure your house is presentable. So I always do it in the New Year's. So that's around Christmas and before the New Year's. My house is spotless, every corner. All right. Change your salt out at every big cleaning event. Only needs to be in the kitchen. Don't drive yourself crazy. Yada yada. I don't know if I got any videos here about putting salt in your mop water. Again, the energies of the household. Everybody comes in with attitude. Everybody comes in with their problems. Sometimes you just want to even that shit out. Get the negativity out of your family members, whatever they may be dealing with out there at work and etc. Mop your floors down with salt. Some of you all have carpet. Don't be afraid to take like a little bit of salt, leave it in the room, vacuum it up. Um, Table salt is probably the best salt for magic in terms of cleaning, washing down the drain, right? Because it's very thin, it's very fine, it's easy to get up. Sea salt is very good, especially if there are some emotional issues. Then I would definitely use sea salt. Himalayan salt and sea salt is good for cooking. I would stop using regular table salt for cooking. It will kill you, which is why you should be using it for magic. Um, Also, if you use Himalayan salt or sea salt, it has more potency, so you can't use it the way you use regular salt. Your salt will come out tasty, salty. So use much less, but you'll learn how to deal with the type of salt once you change your cooking. Salt is very good in baths. Now, again, because I'm not a fan of table salt, um, I would not put table salt in my bath water. I would put Epsom salt. I would put sea salt. I would put Himalayan salt. Let me see what else. Sea salt. I never use rock salt. And I do like floral salt, but that's only when you're taking your salt, and that could be coarse sea salt or coarse um, Himalayan salt. And in advance, I would add like rosemary, eucalyptus, mint for different reasons, cinnamon, um, nutmeg, allspice for different reasons. I would prepare it like a day, a week before. None of this goes bad. And then when you're ready to do your spiritual bath, now here's what's important to your spiritual bath. You have to wash your body first. So, shower, get your body clean, wash out the tub, then do if you have a tub full of water, and then add your ingredients. Don't be afraid to boil any herbs. You can boil it and then add it to your bath water. You can boil it and add it to your mop water. Just strain out the herbs because you'll find herbs all over the place. All right. Let me see what questions you guys might have. You're so blessed to not add salt to your food at all. I love that. I would put salt in my car. Absolutely. Especially in your glove compartment. Yes. Yes. What's this? Kawaha? What's that? Tikka? Yes. Himalayan salt does last longer because it's saltier. So just a sprinkle and you got some good tasting food. Any salt, or is kosher salt better? No one salt is better than the other. I would enjoy kosher salt. When I used to live in California, I would get kosher salt. I can't find kosher salt in the Caribbean island. Not going to happen. But I like kosher salt. I like that too. And I like kosher salt because supposedly they're very conscientious about what they put in their bodies. So the kosher salt to me would be a little bit more pure. So I definitely would invest in kosher salt. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to send me some kosher salt. I don't have kosher. We are not gonna find kosher salt in this town. Mm-mm. I'm sure Jewish people visit. I'm sure there are Jewish people living here. Let me see if I can find some kosher salt. I've been here 4 years. I don't think I've ever seen it. Mm-mm. That's a good observation though. Thank you for that. You're gonna have to send me some because I do love kosher salt. Um, you can use kosher salt. Use it for your baths, your mop water, washing of your hands. But for things like waste removal, I would use regular Morton table salt to wash my hands. I don't believe in wasting good salt that I'm gonna throw down the drain. That's not happening. However, I have gotten to the point where I really don't buy table salt anymore. I keep one thing of table salt in my cabinet above. That's it. I don't buy it for no reason because I don't want to accidentally use it. So for me, it'll be Himalayan rock salt or Himalayan finely grind salt. And I'll do that in my magic. I'll do it in my bath. I'll do it in my bucket of water. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. All right, next video. Hope you guys are enjoying these. We're just gonna, learn to do our lives a little differently.
A simple plate with salt can cut through darkness and open your paths. This secret comes from the ancients, who trusted in the power of salt to absorb all negativity. If you wake up tired with body aches or feel that abundance is slipping away, do the following. Take a clean glass plate, place 7 spoonfuls of salt, and repeat this phrase of power 7 times. Let all evil dissolve, let darkness move aside, and let my paths open to light and abundance. After that, put the plate under your bed and leave it there for 3 consecutive nights. On the 4th day, take that salt to the toilet and throw it away with intention. As you flush, what was blocking you will also go away. Soon you will feel your body lighter, your energy flowing, and prosperity returning. Write in the comments, I accept the cleansing and I open my paths, and save this video because you never know when you might need it again.
Now, again, these aren't things you have to do all the time, but I am a big fan of salt underneath my bed. I'm also, now that I have a cat, it's been a little bit of a problem because I usually would put a bowl of salt at my bedside. But now it's been a little bit of a problem because she doesn't see the magic. And so where she would normally just jump, she might jump in a pile of salt and then it'll get all over me and I'm sleeping and somebody dies. But under your bed is just fine. Don't drive yourself crazy. When I'm asking you above bed, it will take your emotional energetic problems away above bed, right? That's our dream state. That's our problems that we're going to bed with. Let the salt grab that. Also, a simple glass of water will also take away your emotional space and you place it in the water. I've always done under the bed, usually by my head, usually. But if I'm having a back problem, then I would place it where my back would normally be. All right. Also, just so you can get to it very, very easily, I would definitely tape a string at the bottom of the plate, place it underneath the bed, and then use the string to pull it out. That way you're not like on your knees trying to get this. No, just tape some string, and then pull it out. Now, 3 days is fine. A week is fine. Some people just forget about it. And I'm a big fan of doing something and forgetting about it. I might go back there a month later, and none of that is going to be a problem. What's going to be interesting is to see how the salt dried up. So I do have salt underneath my bed, but give me 1 second. Oh my goodness, my body is killing me. Not so bad today. Hold on a second. Now, leave my magic alone. The way the salt should organize itself, right? I did a lemon and salt, and I've done lemon and salt my whole life. So I know what it looks like. I know how it should look. If the salt and lemon dries up, you do not have any issues. Throw it away. I wouldn't do it for another year unless you have some real problems. If the salt becomes mushy like this, so I'm going to show you that it's running. I don't know if you could see it running. Can you see how runny it is? This is lemon and salt. See how runny it is? This needs to be done over again. All right, so let me throw this in the garbage. So that needs to be done over again. But I also know why that's happening. I did the salt and lemon for a reason, because I wanted to see who's throwing juju at me. And it's not juju per se. It's jealousy, but they don't know that they're jealous, and it's not their fault. Like, I'm such a vibrant, showy person, and people do love me, and some people don't understand like what that sun is about, like, and they interpret it as a bad thing, which for them it could be a bad thing, but for me it truly is my natural self. But you know what? Fuck people. That's the reason why I'm a spiritualist, because anything that you say about me, you talk about me, that shit will backfire on God. Now, they don't know this, right? I'm not making a big announcement. I'm going to get you suckers. That's not what's happening. I am protecting me. That's all I'm doing. And by protecting me, whatever you say bounces back to you. Bounces back, because all I'm doing is protecting me. So I could tell that I was correct, that some juju is being thrown. Again, no one's doing it on purpose. Jealousy is a very natural emotion. It's natural. And so I'm just making sure that whatever jealousy is out there doesn't win. That's all I'm doing. I'm making sure that that energy goes someplace else, or if God wills it, it goes back to sender. Because I'm not even asking it to go back to sender. I'm saying I don't want this bullshit coming near me. That's all I'm saying. So the energy has to go somewhere. Wants to go in the ocean, go in the ocean. You want to put yourself in the ground, put yourself in the ground. You want to go back to the person that's sending energy, do it. I'm going to leave it up to spirit to handle it. I don't need to do anything. So now I got to do it again. Oh, yes, that's my issue, my cat. Well, give your cat some credit. See if he'll touch it underneath the bed, because no cat is going to lick salt, right? So I don't think you should worry about it under the bed, but above the bed, if the cat, for me, if the cat is not used to salt and goes to jump in that area, then I've got salt like all over the place. So, but under the bed, cats are not stupid. You think cats aren't magical? Like they get it, like, oh, she's doing her magic, child. They already know. I do salt and lemon when I first start. It's especially in the dining room. It gets real juicy and runny. Wow, I do it once a month if needed. I also start putting one in my kitchen. Why the dining room? That's very interesting. Is that where everybody convenes and talks? That's very interesting. All right, let's do the next one, next video. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's see. Did I do this one?
Sprinkle salt at the entrance of your home and protect your space. This is not just an old tradition. It is an act of power that has been passed down for centuries because salt has the ability to absorb negativity and purify any environment. When you place salt at the doorway, you are marking a sacred boundary and nothing harmful can cross that line. It is said that salt creates an invisible barrier that blocks envy, the evil eye, and dark intentions from entering your home. Do it with faith, focusing on peace and harmony. And if you notice the salt changing color or hardening, it is because it has already absorbed something that should not have entered. You can also place a small pinch of salt in each corner of your house to reinforce protection and seal out all negative energy. Many people say that after doing this, they feel lighter, sleep better, and notice the atmosphere becoming calmer. Salt does not just cleanse, it also blesses everything it touches, so replace it with fresh salt. Give thanks, and repeat the ritual. Your home will feel it, and so will you. Save this video to use whenever needed and comment, "I protect my home with salt."
Often if I'm mopping a spiritual mop, which again, I do spiritual mops often. I just love herbs and stuff like that. The front of my door, I usually get a mat that is like grainy for my front door. It's grainy, and so I pour the salt. That way nobody sees it. And when you step on a grainy mat, you're not stepping on the salt. So you can step on it, stand on it, come into the house, and you're not bringing salt in the house. Right now, I don't have a grainy mat. I have a flat mat that's kind of plastic, but very thick. I love it. So instead, it's flat and it's heavy. So instead, I put the salt at the base of my door and I put the mat over it. All right. I usually don't put the salt in the inside of my house because, again, it's too grainy. But I put it on the outside. I do it often. I also use, which I didn't mention, I use black salt. You just purchase it from Amazon or Etsy. Etsy will be a good place to order some black salt. I use black salt. And I make my own black salt now. I don't purchase it anymore. But all the magic that I do with the charcoals, I just mix that with regular table salt because all the magic that I'm doing is good magic, usually magic for money. So when I mix it with table salt, I create my own black salt. And I'll even add cascarilla to it. And I'll put it in a bag. And throughout the years, just take a pinch, usually at night. I don't know why I do it at night. Maybe because I get the privacy at night. Also, above your doorway, if you have a little bit of space, pour salt above your doorway to protect not only inside, but then not only on the outside, pouring the salt on the outside, but on the inside, just a little bit of salt to keep your house safe from any negative energy. And I'm telling you, this shit works. Now, also remember, I live by myself. I don't have a bunch of personalities in my house. But it's also important. When I had my son in my house, I always did it for myself and my son. Protect my child from any harm, any energy, blah, 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 blah. And with my son, I always put camphor and salt in the four corners of his room, always. And then prayed over him, always. For as long as he was living with me, from the time he was a child. Camphor, little camphor, salt, and place it in the four corners of the room to protect my baby from bad teachers, bullies at school. Oh, yes. Getting home safely so he would not be kidnapped or something. Oh, yes. Immigrants, y'all better start doing your magic. Y'all know magic more than anybody. I don't see nobody doing their magic. Y'all better start doing your magic. Protect your children, protect yourself, protect your husbands. Oh, yes. Let me see what somebody is saying. Very true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The cat. One thing the cat knows, these cats, the domestic cats, they come from magic. Trust the cat. The cat is like, oh, here she go. Let me not go near this salt. By the way, if anybody wants a reading with me, I've already started my readings first thing in the morning, which I love doing. 213-458-7408. Why is this not plugged in? 213-458-7408 is the number to call me for a reading. All right. Moving on. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos.
I wish I'd known all about the magic of salt when I first started my practice, so now I'm sharing it with you. In witchcraft, it's pure magic. Let's talk about the 7 must-have salts for your practice. First, sea salt, the classic for cleansing and protection. Sprinkle it around your space for a powerful barrier. Next, Himalayan pink salt, perfect for self-love rituals or soothing bath spells. Black salt, also called witch's salt, is your go-to for banishing negativity. Just mix sea salt with ashes or charcoal. Rose salt blends Himalayan salt with rose petals for heart healing and love magic. Epsom salt is your detox and reset tool, especially after heavy energy work. Herb-infused salt lets you customize with rosemary for protection or basil for abundance. And finally, purple salt, made with lavender or amethyst, amplifies intuition and dream work. Which salt are you most excited to try?
Lavender and salt, and put that in your bath water. Oh, child, it's going to change your life. Lavender and salt, oh, my favorite. But I also love lavender. So, for those of you, which they never mentioned for love magic, vanilla. Pure vanilla and salt, excellent in your bath water. And that would be for love. I love this kind of stuff. But I love it for me, on me, about me. Do you want to see that one again?
I wish I'd known all about the magic of salt when I first started my practice, so now I'm sharing it with you. In witchcraft, it's pure magic. Let's talk about the 7 must-have salts for your practice. First, sea salt, the classic for cleansing and protection. Sprinkle it around your space for a powerful barrier. Next, Himalayan pink salt, perfect for self-love rituals or soothing bath spells. Black salt, also called witch's salt, is your go-to for banishing negativity. Just mix sea salt with ashes or charcoal. Rose salt blends Himalayan salt with rose petals for heart healing and love magic. Epsom salt is your detox and reset tool, especially after heavy energy work. Herb-infused salt lets you customize with rosemary for protection or basil for abundance. And finally, purple salt, made with lavender or amethyst, amplifies intuition and dream work. Which salt are you most excited to try?
All of it.
Salt
If you're on a
protection
budget and
tips.
people are trying you or sending you the evil eye, or you think you might be under attack, this video is for you. 5 simple ways to protect yourself with salt. 1. If you or someone feels unwell, and that typically happens when someone is shooting you the evil eye or negative energy, you can easily just get some salt, put it in the palm of your hand, move it around your head 3 times, and then toss it. You can do this about 2 to 3 days. Don't overdo it. And toss it away from your home. Don't put it inside. And FYI, make sure you are praying over this salt, anointing this salt. You got to activate it. 2, if you want to keep unwanted visitors or even negative energies or entities, whatever, make sure you line the front door of your home with a whole bunch of sea salt. I mean, just have at it. Then watch who all of a sudden can't enter your home. 3, if you feel like you have any kind of money blockages or feel like you're being blocked from people or whatever, get some salt. You could put it in a sachet or even like a bag. It doesn't even matter. Just put it inside of your purse or your wallet, and that's going to help clear out those blockages and also bring in some prosperity. Add some cinnamon too as well to speed it up and sweeten it up. 3, if you're dealing with negative energy inside the home, make sure you're putting salt in every single corner of that home. 111 on the clock.
Right.
It's basically going to soak up all the negative energy and neutralize it as well. But make sure you are taking that salt up at least, I would say at least every 7 days. If you're lazy, I mean, at least a month, once a month, please. And if that doesn't work, you can always add some black salt. 5, I think. Either way, I'll just tell you both. This is for my people who are around a lot of people, like at work or wherever. If someone is like either trauma dumping on you or you just had some kind of interaction that you don't sit well with, make sure you wash your hands immediately with some sea salt. Carry it with you. That's going to clear out the energy off of you. And also, if you have it, get some cinnamon, sprinkle that so you can sweeten up your day. And this is just a bonus. Of course, if you have nothing else to do a spiritual bath, you can always anoint your salt and put it in there. Psalms 91, repeatedly meditate on it and jump in that bath. That's if you have nothing else. It's better than nothing. Anyways, let me know below. Have you guys used any of these tips? Again, this is my only page. I have 166K. Don't get got, y'all. Like, follow, save, and share to any of your spiritual friends who need to tap into the benefits of sea salt or just salt in general.
Follow XOXO Sade. So I work around a lot of people, just a lot of energy, and it's like I feel everything. So I will carry salt, go to the restroom, come back, wash my hands first, and then take the salt out my pocket, rub it. Remember, because my skin is so sensitive, I don't always do all of this. It's too much. I just rub, and then I rinse it off in the water. And I do that to stop the energy. And she's also right. If you want to, you're taking the energy out, but if you want to re-sweeten it, this is what I would do. But that's just me. I would not pour cinnamon down. I would put a little bit of cinnamon in my hand, pat it, and dry my hands off, throw the paper in the garbage, and I would go back about my day. So, yeah. Are you guys learning something today? Just comment below, please.
Salt protection. Let me decode it beyond superstition. People think salt is just something you cook with. Nah. Salt is one of the oldest African protection tools on Earth. Let me take you deep. 1. Salt is Earth's original purifier. Before colonization, before religion, before holy water, there was salt. Salt doesn't just symbolize cleansing. It absorbs energy. Salt pulls negativity out of your space the same way it pulls moisture out of the air. It's chemistry and spirituality working at once. That's why nothing demonic, low vibrational, or chaotic can sit where salt is present. 2. Salt carries ancestral frequency. Salt comes from oceans. the same waters our ancestors crossed, prayed beside, and used for healing rituals. When you use salt, you're tapping into ancient water memory, where every vibration, prayer, and protection ritual still exists. Salt holds ancestral memory, and ancestral memory equals protection. 3. Salt creates spiritual boundaries. When you place salt at your door, in corners, or in your bath, you're telling the universe, everything that is not aligned with my spirit cannot enter my space. Salt is a frequency barrier. It blocks evil eye, envy, spiritual attacks, and negative intentions from crossing into your energy field. 4. Salt disrupts spiritual tracking. Some people don't know this. When someone tries to spiritually send energy your way, salt breaks the trail. It confuses the path. It stops your name, image, or energy from being used against you. That's why so many African traditions use salt to cut ties or break attachments. It erases the energetic footprint. 5. Salt returns energy back to the sender. Sea salt or black salt doesn't just protect, it reflects. Whatever someone sends, negativity, jealousy, curses, salt mirrors it back to its origin. That's why after placing salt, some people suddenly stop thinking about you, stop attacking you, stop obsessing about your life. Their energy hits a wall and rebounds back home. 6. Colonizers demonized salt rituals for a reason. They took your protection tools and called them witchcraft. Why? Because a protected person is a free person. A protected person cannot be controlled spiritually, mentally, or emotionally. Or, salt kept our ancestors safe long before religion taught you fear. Salt was our shield. Ahmad 7. How to use salt for protection. Ancestral way. At your doorway, block negative entry. In a bath, cleanse your aura. In corners, trap and absorb bad energy. On your body, lightly, break spiritual attachment. In water by your bed, pull spiritual heaviness out of your space. Do it with intention. Do it with clarity. Do it knowing your ancestors used this same method to stay protected, aligned, and spiritually awake. If you want deeper ritual guidance, spiritual protection steps, and ancestral decoding, go to my bio and join my Decode Circle. I'll teach you the real protection they never wanted you to know.
That's very interesting. Go follow him. Also, he said something that I didn't ever consider. He said mix salt and water together, because sometimes I'll just do the salt by my bedside before the cat got here, and sometimes I would just do water, but he's like, do both. I like that. I love that.
You soak your feet in 3 simple ingredients for 20 minutes. You can detox your entire body through the pores of your feet. Your feet have over 7,000 nerve endings and some of the largest pores on your body, which means they're a direct highway to your lymphatic system. And that's your garbage truck that actually hauls this stuff out. So what's the recipe? Step number 1, hot water, as hot as you can handle. Heat's going to open up those pores and it's going to get the lymph moving ASAP. Number 2, add 1 cup of Epsom salt. The magnesium pulls out heavy metals and reduces inflammation while your muscles actually relax for once. Step 3, add a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. This is going to balance your skin's pH. It's going to break down the toxins and it's going to loosen up the toxins that are actually stuck in your tissue. Step 4, throw in rosemary, lavender, or ginger. These are going to stimulate circulation, move stagnant lymph, and it's like a biological broom. Soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Here's the key most people miss. You want to dry brush your feet afterwards towards your heart. You'll notice less brain fog, better sleep, and weirdly enough, clearer skin. This isn't just relaxation, it's detoxification. Especially your mind is going to recognize that you're giving yourself more love. I'm Drew Canoli. We're in this together.
How many of you, raise your hand, soak your feet? You've got to start soaking your feet, and you've got to start soaking it once a week. I'm not talking about when you go to get your nails done. I'm talking about men that never do anything with their feet, ever. They don't go to a manicurist, nothing. And that is so unhealthy. Um, just soaking your feet to take the toxins out is so important, which is different from a manicure. A manicure feels good. You know it feels good. That's why you do it. So imagine if you did it spiritually. So, the ingredients that you should consider, everything does not have to be in the foot water. Apple cider vinegar over vinegar. It's apple cider vinegar. I prefer apple cider vinegar with mother. Why am I missing something before the apple cider vinegar? Oh, Epsom salt. I like Epsom salt for my feet, but if I don't have Epsom salt, I definitely will use Himalayan salt or sea salt. Just get the salt in there. But Epsom salt is probably the best for a foot soak. So Epsom salt, apple cider vinegar with mother. That's the only vinegar that I would use. Um, but if I'm using vinegar to wash down the drain, I will have white vinegar, not apple cider vinegar. Um, Hydrogen peroxide, very, very important. Um, and then he said lavender, ginger, or rosemary. Now, this I would boil. And you don't need all three. They said either or. So I would, if I have rosemary in the house, I would boil a pot of rosemary to add a cup to my foot soak bath. Particularly if you have an extra pot that you can put by your foot, because the bath water will get cold, and then you can add the hot water um, to keep it hot. I did it recently, and I did it well because I'm an exaggerator, so I did it with rosemary and lavender. I'm gonna do it again today because I'm telling you, I did it and went to bed, and I thought life was like beautiful after that. I'm gonna do it again today. Um, and baking soda. No one mentions baking soda, but baking soda is an additional cleansing in a soap bath that would be advantageous. You don't need to do all of this. Sometimes just keep it simple with the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar. If that's all you have right now, just do it with that. Learn to buy some herbs, rosemary, basil. These are important spiritual herbs. Basil is both for protection, getting rid of any bad luck, and it's good for bringing in money. But you can't do it for both. You have to decide, I am doing a foot soak for protection to get rid of the toxins. Boom. Let me see what else. And hydrogen peroxide is very important, but if you don't have it in your house, you don't need it today. Just start with something. Everyone likes to wait until they've got all the ingredients. Meanwhile, does God wait to give you air? No. He feeds you air anyway. So don't make this such a school process, right? We're not in school. We're elevating. And you don't have to elevate all at once. So if you only got vinegar and you want to do it with just vinegar. Your life will still change. Look at this. And I was going to say, any questions? Yes, you got it. Yes, this is what I want to try. Good, Naja. Do you have a question, Ada? Oh, thank you for the black cards, Noel. Yes, I am. Oh, I must have asked Joel a question. I would just sweep it right off. Okay. I don't know what I said. back in the 70s, and I lived in an apartment. Oh, there was an older man from Louisiana. He would always sprinkle salt on the stairway. He was a jackass. And I had my little girl, and it would be very gritty, I'm thinking you're saying, and slippery. One, he's from Louisiana. Two, did he even like y'all? Because there's one thing with magic, and like there's a fine line between real magic and I want to kill you. There's a fine line. And that's why it's hard to encourage magic, because everyone misinterprets what the magic meaning has. Why would you put it? It sounds like he had oil in the salt, by the way, some concoction with oil in it. Why would you put that on the stairs, you crazy old man? Now, I'm not against it. Put it at the base of your door. Why are you putting it on the stairs? Like, who are you trying to kill? Did he like y'all? Like, did he not want a child living next to him? With older people, sometimes you can't never tell. Like, come on, dude. We're going to slip and fall. We're going to break a leg. However, whenever something like that happens, guess how you combat that? Baking powder. Baking powder. You got an oily staircase because of some crazy old man doing some crazy ritual from Louisiana? Baking powder. You won't slip and fall. You solve your problem. And if the landlord has a problem with it, I don't know. Yes, that stuff be there all the time. I don't know. Time to ice out with pure magic, right? Hi, Georgia. Very true. I saw a video that was saying by doing magic, that's how England kept Hitler from invading them. Well, that's how Haiti won their freedom. The only state that won their freedom, and they did it with magic. Oh, yes. Also, all you guys in Minnesota, y'all better follow some of these witches on TikTok. There's a way to stop all this energy, and y'all are mad. That is the best time for magic. Y'all are mad. Y'all should do some energy to protect Minnesota and keep the bad people out. They're going to be gone. Who had the voodoo? Was it Louisiana that had the voodoo doll? He was a very mean man. Of course he was. Of course he was a mean man. That's what I'm trying to say. You can, back in the day, had we known each other, I would have said, baking powder, put it right on top. That magic goes right away. Oh, watch the beginning of the video, Georgia. Watch the beginning of the video. We talked about depression and loss and what you can do with salt underneath your bed. Okay, sweetie? Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I do something wrong with YouTube, which I did recently, they don't notify you. I don't even think I get notified, come to think of it. I get notified of my own videos. When YouTube gets mad at you, they will not notify. Nope, I didn't get notified of my own. I have to remember that. Oh, no, I got notified. It's right here. I did get notified. Stop it. I did get notified. So I'm sorry you didn't. My best friend aunt, if she did not like you, she used to take a broom and sweep behind you after you left the house. Very smart. That's not negative. That is a magical trick to keep people never coming back in your house. You sweep behind them. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if she don't like you. Why would you want someone back in your house that you don't like? Sweep their asses right out. and then turn the broom upside. Oh, no. If you have visitors that you need to leave, put your broom at the front door, turn it right side up. Those visitors will leave. Little tricks. Little tiny tricks. All right, guys. Is this the last video? We did good today. This one I think I have to speak because I think they took the audio out, but I'll be glad to speak it. Yes, it was Nola with the voodoo dolls, and they didn't last there, did they? Minnesota, as angry as y'all are between the nurse and Renee, y'all could be doing some great magic. Y'all better get on TikTok and talk to your white counterparts. These white witches know y'all better reach out to them. I mean, you can reach out to me too. I don't care. Magic is universal. It's not for black or white. Let's get that straight. But y'all are really mad. I wouldn't go to a protest without salt. I wouldn't. I would sprinkle it as I'm walking. I'll take a whole thing of Morton salt and just sprinkle it. That's what I would do. Oh no, I understood. All right. This should be my last video, y'all. But I might have to say it for you. Let's go back. I don't know how to do this. Shutting. A lot of these YouTubers, creators, think that there's an end and a beginning. But they make it sound like if the door shuts, you can't do it after the 28th. You can always reset. Always. Always. Do not listen to anybody. If you don't do it in the next 7 days, you can always do magic. If the sun comes out, you can do magic. If the moon shows up, you can do magic. There are no rules when it comes to God and the resources that He's given to us for abundance, protection, health, and all that good stuff. The only rule I would say is do it with personal intention and meaning, and do not do it on to others. Do it to you, for you, about you. To you, TU, for you, FU. No. What did I say? To you, for you, about you. TUFUAU. To you, for you, about you. You do magic Based on those 3 criterias, you can do no wrong. Now, you want to play stupid and you want to do magic on others, I am not authorizing. Don't ask me for magic on others. I am not authorizing. You are on your own, and karma comes back around and kicks you in your ass real fast. Karma's not even joking. You do something on somebody, karma will show up next week on your ass. Burn your whole house down. Don't try it on other people. You don't know who God is protecting and why. The one thing I can tell you, as much as my spiritual energy you guys love, but one-to-one in the real world, people don't like me. And that's fine. I get it. But I also understood why I was always protected. I didn't know I was going to take care of my sister. I didn't know I was going to change her whole life. So who the fuck are you to do magic on me because you don't like me and they needed me to get to my sister? But what if getting to my sister wasn't going to be for another 20 years? You don't know who God is protecting. So when you're doing magic on somebody, good luck. Because that would be my sister's energy and my energy you are fucking with. And let me tell you something. Once the 2 of us got together, it was on. It was on and cracking because we protected one another and loved one another, and I fought battles for her, and now I understood why nothing bad ever really happened to me. Bad things happen, but I would be coming out of it and I'd be like, oh, what was that? Because I had to meet up with my sister. And once I completed this task, the task is completed, man, it just feels so good because no one of you son of a bitches in my lifetime could ever get to me. My sister made sure of that, living and now dead. So keep playing about me. All right, I'm done. It was just a threat. Just need to put that thread out there. Only good magic and spirits on this channel, right? Right? Oh, it worked. Yeah. Sweeping somebody, boom, boom. You sweep them bitches right out your house. Or niggers, I don't care. All right, guys. Listen, let Minnesota know. A little magic hurts no one. A little salt magic hurts no one. All right, guys. I love you dearly. Thank you. I've been trying to do this since Sunday, but it's all perfect timing. Call me for your own personal reading. I am here all day, well rested. Well rested. That is the best part. I feel so good, but I'm afraid to say I feel good, but I'm sorry, I do feel good. And call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Where is it? Here it is. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, thank you, Positive Queen on Purpose. That's beautiful. I feel the same way about my sisters, right? All right, guys. Love you dearly. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic. Tracy Brown lived where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown lived where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.